Someone who has been through the thick and thin of public service in Lagos State and specifically in Lagos State University. Akin Lewis. You're welcome to the Debotaiwo TalkShow, sir. And I think you studied history, if I'm correct.
Yeah, absolutely correct.
Back in the day, as a student in University of Ibadan, did you see yourself achieving the heights that you achieved eventually as a registrar of Lagos State University?
Absolutely no. Our career was to be a lawyer or to end up being an academic and a secondary school classroom teacher.
History is holding in Nigeria today. I mean, you are a Bachelor's of Arts graduate of history, and even today, in some secondary schools or in most secondary schools in Nigeria, history is not being taught. What's your position around history being taught, and do you think it's good that we are not teaching history in our schools?
To be honest with you, when history was scrapped, I looked at the government of the day as being unserious. Because when you like it or not, you need the past to actually navigate the present.
Career. You're a career that a lot of people might have been enviable of, or a lot of people might have wished that they got. You remember those days. It seemed like you were destined to become a registrar of Lagos State University at some point. It seemed like it was going to be your turn. It was like a milocon at a point. How would you say you walked through your way to become the registrar of Lagos State University?
1993 and 1994, before joining LASU, before coming to LASU.
Okay.
When I joined LASU was just coming out of a serious crisis that consumed it for like about 2 years. There was a crisis in 1991, and that crisis did not abate until 1992. So by 1992, within 6 months, there was an opening with the advertised. And after 1994, I had become seniors to 3 of my colleagues who were on the same 2 promotions in the course of my career in LASU. The rest were by fresh friends.
Interesting. So,
if a senior colleague whom I met as a senior colleague and whom I, by providence, left behind, walks up to me for anything, I will stand up from wherever I am. Or if that person picks his phone and calls me, what I'll do is that, don't worry, man, don't worry, sir. Where can I meet up with you? I'll walk straight to that person's office. And I did that throughout my tenure as a registrar at Lagos State University. I never at any point in life allowed any of my senior colleagues to come looking for me. I was always going to look for them. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary concerning it, because I feel strongly that some did not like. Some did not like it. But eventually, they had to admit that they had never had the kind of relationship that we built, even being at the helms of registry affairs.
That's impressive. I was going to ask you a question. I was going to ask a question around humility before I proceeded to a few questions, because apparently I know you, at least on a personal level. I know you're very amiable. But again, when people rise to the pinnacle of their careers, like you said, some people don't get to realize that some of these positions are temporary. It's only royalty to a large extent that it's there till you pass. How were you able? What made you?
You must have been talking about Professor
Wale Omiko.
Yes. If he comes to my office, if he enters my office, from outside, we say, I know that he is your registrar, but he's Akin. He's inside the office. People say, but that's registrar. I want to see if I call him Akin, if he will not answer me.
As you already got to the pinnacle of your career, you got to the position of registrar. What would you think is your lasting legacy, or your legacy as registrar at the time?
The most unwieldy, unruly, and if I use a catastrophic faculty in Lagos State University at that time. A department alone, a department of economics, they had over 3,000 students.
In one department, that's huge.
That department had faculty, did not want it to happen. They didn't want another faculty. I just went straight to the registrar, both of them are late now, sir. Remember that you asked Faculty of Management Sciences. So when I became the foundation faculty officer, the first set of admission that took place, I discovered a lot of discrepancies. That was when things were still being done manually. I keep records. Discovered 201 illegal admission. And I escalated it. All the 201 were sent away.
Great.
Unfortunately, those lecturers who perpetrated that evil were not sent away. My loyalty to any principal officer, especially the vice chancellor of the university, can never be doubted. The late Professor Hussein, when he was to be killed on campus, I wasn't on campus. People have good legacies because of the preponderance of those who don't like doing things based on rules and regulations, who do not like to conform. When you find them at the corridors of power, the very first thing they do is that they will dismantle. And that is what Nigeria is noted for. And that is why we are where we are till now.
If you could implement any reform in Nigerian universities, what would they be and why?
A typical undergraduate from Oxford University will never know who the vice chancellor is, who the registrar is. No, they don't have any business with all those people. Because at the point of enrollment, it is by internet interface. To the point of graduation or everything, students go to classes for lectures. After that, they submit They submit assignments online. The lecturers grade assignments online. And this allows for what? It allows for you to cut costs. It allows for efficiency. And it allows for a workforce that is compact. It is universities of Ibadan, Benin, University of Lagos, Ife. They had great academics of international repute.
Yes.
Who had presence in global communities of academics. What do you have now? Somebody will tell me that is an academic, is world renowned, and it is Alaba Rago that will be used as what? Demography, where he or she is going to collect data. No. The world is moving. We need to move beyond all this nonsense. How many of LASU's graduates or graduates of public schools in Nigeria do not need retraining before they can be accepted in foreign classes? Because they have to be, some transcript may take the next 3 months. Are employable. How many of such graduates are employable? So rather than helping the society by educating people who will be useful to the society, we are compounding the problem of the society